fam. Kingdom blessings. I pray y'all doing real well. So, really quickly, I wanted to speak with you about how the narcissist comes to take your voice. The narcissist comes to take your voice, and he comes to take your identity. He comes to take your hope. He comes to take your purpose. This is a spirit that is roaming freely throughout the earth, and so many people don't even know what they're dealing with. And the deception is so real because when you're dealing with a narcissist, they seek mind control first over everything else. And how they do this is they love you. They love you hard. They never come into the game showing who they really are. They always wear a mask, okay, to hide what's really going on inside of them, the evil that is lurking within them that desires to attach to you to pull you under. Either one of these two things, that demon comes to pull you under or either to push you over. But either way, it got you. And see, once the devil can get you into a space to where you don't have any hope and your faith has dissolved and is gone, he got you. And when we end up in these situations and we get in deep, the deeper we go, the harder it is to come out. And the situation looks so different depending on the background that a person came from. Because if a person was groomed for narcissism in their childhood, when a narcissist comes around and they seek to devour, okay, like ravaging wolves, but they pretend and they come in sheep clothing, even though they are far from it. Majority of the time, if you already have these familiar spirits that you've been dealing with your lifetime within your circle, say your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousins, them, when this demon comes around to stick its claws in you, it's so much easier because you already are used to being manipulated, even though you don't realize it. So they're able to use the people that's manipulating you against you too, to ultimately finish you off, to get you into a space where you're stuck and you can't get out, and you're wondering why. What is it about me? Why am I the problem? And then you're beating yourself up, not knowing that all of this was by design from the kingdom of Satan. The devil is in the details, fam. The devil is very much in the details. Anytime that this demon comes around, it has no good intention. And first, it has to lure you in because of your heart, because you have a heart to love, because you're sincere. But these characteristics about you that are so beautiful are the same things that they will use against you for their own wicked agenda. And it's hard. It's really hard because it's one of those things where I would have to say it looks different for everyone, like I said, but for me, I had to sit back when God actually took me through my healing. And I said, okay, what is it that is so broken inside of me? That is so broken. That's hurting inside of me so much. What is it that I'm missing that I would want to gravitate to a person like this that really ultimately has no desire to connect with me for the right reasons? You know why? Broken people gravitate to broken people because they weren't fixed and they desire to have a certain type of love, a certain type of affection. We identify that same lack on them. And we desire to love them because we didn't have anybody to love that part of us, to understand that part of us. So we feel like if we can fix them, then somehow we fix ourselves in the process. No. And see, that's for God to do. But we don't know sometimes. And then when we go to church and we're seeking deliverance and we're seeking love, all we hearing about is tithing, your next breakthrough, your blessings. Stuff like that. Why is it that I've been going to a church for how many years, since my childhood, and all I'm hearing is the same messages? No, that's not going to help me when I'm broken. That's not going to help me become whole. We cannot buy our way out of bondage by sowing a seed or paying a tithe. No, this is real. This is spiritual warfare. This is what the word of God talks about when it's talking about demons and evil spirits and powers and principalities. They are nothing without a body. They always need a host. And they're not worrying about who they got. They're worrying about getting you. Especially when you have purpose. And since you have purpose, but you're not going through it by yourself. I've been there. I've been broken. I've not wanted to get out of bed. I have shed so many tears. My kids have suffered because of what I allowed. And you know what? One thing that I realized is I had to take accountability because I didn't love myself enough to walk away. Was it my fault? Things happen. But it's about accountability. And accountability does not point a finger. It's just accepting your part, the part that you played. And once you accept that part, then you understand what it is that you can do differently. You have to love yourself. And this is something where you have to stay in your day. You're going to have to take it day by day. You're going to have to release anything and everything that hurts you, that causes you pain, that causes you anxiety, that causes you depression, that causes you fear, my God, that causes you to battle with the spirit of suicide. Because let me tell you, these demons are so wicked. They torment you, and to the point to where you take your own life, and then you know what they'll say? It's your fault. You were crazy. These people will hit you and look you right in your face and say, I did not hit you. My God. These people will go behind your back and they will talk about you like a dog. They have to turn everybody else against you so that when you seek and you go out for help, you don't have nobody. All you have is them. And again, that goes back to depending on the type of family that you're from. If you're from a family that's down, they know the game, and you made a certain decision, it's a blessing that you had a family that loved you and was still there to pour into you. But when you didn't and you don't, man, that's a gangbang. That's a narcissistic gangbang because all of them are screwing you at the same time. But when I tell you, coming into the presence of God, God heals and God delivers. God sets free. God will turn everything around. God has turned everything around for me and for my kids. But again, I had to surrender. I had to go through the process. And the process is not easy. So anyone that says that it is, they lying. Okay? But I'm not going to be on here for long, but I'm definitely going to be back. But I will tell you this. Start to search yourself. Look inside yourself. See where there is unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, where there's hurt and there's pain that you never dealt with. And it can't be numbed. But that's going to be a starting point for you. Okay? I love you. I'm here for you. And I'm rooting for you. Because you're talking about somebody that was a whole hot, broken mess. Broken, but not shattered. You can and you will be made whole, but I need you to believe it. And I need you to start the process. And not only that, while God is leading me to do this, I'm going to have to, at some point, bring my kids on here because narcissism doesn't only affect us, it affects our kids. And the thing about it is, we're the one that cover our kids. We're the one that pray for them. We're the one that have to fight for them. How are we going to fight for our kids if we can't fight for ourselves? But to God be the glory, God is fighting for us. And you didn't come across this for no reason, no mistake. God is rooting for you. God is going to bring you out. Period. I love y'all. I gotta go get ready to get my kids from school. But I'll be back. All right. God bless you. I'm out.